Welcome back, Factorians, to a burning forest full of hate. Sounds like a black metal band. Look at all this smoke. What does that create, like, pollution? No, but it's probably allowing my pollution to spread a lot faster, which is awesome. So there's me. I'm going to come back to this and see if those biters die. But today we're working on a lot more automation and finishing the assault on the lesser biter bases. That one, maybe that one, that one, that one. You know, just picking them off, creating room for us to thrive. One man versus, millions of organisms. Pfft, no contest. One man wins. Should have waited just to get poison capsules and use them on these damn trees. These suck. Fuck you, nature. Nature sucks. Things are hardy, man. Fucking withstanding grenades. Oh, that's all the grenades I have. We only destroyed a little portion of the forest. Well, good news is we have a ton of wall, so that's awesome. We can start being more defensive here, but for defensive purposes, I'm really wanting to get into laser turrets, which we need batteries and just regular electronic circuits and steel plates, so good. And man, oh man, am I getting tired of running around here. Ooh, need to coat everything in stone. Yeah, I've been saving up for that for a while, so let's do that. Well, here's about 570 some stone. Stone bricks, so just goes to show you how much you need just to cover a very small portion of your base. So, just use 1200. As you can see, still a lot to go. We have this whole big old thing to get done. There's a little asshole of a biter down here, it looks like. There's one little red map. Oh, son of a bitch, did he just make a colony? Oh, no. Come on. Come say hi to my turrets, motherfuckers. Okay, they were just running up to my base then, it looked like. My bad. Alright, guys, got rockets. So, ooh, atomic bomb. What's the effect on that? Area of effect size is 35. 400 damage of explosion. I wonder what the range is, like what we can launch it from. Fucking nuke biters. Alright, I think the next thing we should grab is flight. That'll open up the door for logistics robots, which are all sorts of fun. And combat robots, which are necessary for taking on the larger biters. Whoops. I think I removed some stuff further up the chain and made this into a double coal belt by accident for these guys, so now they aren't smelting any stone. It happens to the best of us, Mel. Except for you, you suck. Alright, I got a pretty good portion of the base covered though, but so far it's spent like nearly 3,000 stone doing just this little part. But it's helping. We're running much faster across this shit. Let's fix this little belt here though. Alright, I think something like this should work. Nope. Fuck. Something like this should work though. There we go. No, fuck. This was the distribution belt to the outside. Okay. Third time's a charm with Mr. Mal here. That should fix it. There we go. Back in operation for the stone bricks. And we have a bunch of fucking coal. Alright, got the northern part of our factory kind of covered. Now we just need my personal factory done. Alright, I think that about does it here for what I wanted to cover for our base. Now we have like a lot of solid foundation to run on. It looks like we actually kind of colonized the place a little bit. Looks good from above. Alright. But it would look a lot better with some concrete, hazard concrete outlining some cool parts. You can always do better, right? Alright, now that we got carpeting the base out of the way, I say let's go take on a few more of those little biter pieces of shit, if we can. Slam some ammunition into our truck. Aww. Need some fuel. We should definitely make some roads, too, for our vehicle. Design some ways to easily get in and out of our base rather than this, like, clusterfuck of shit everywhere. It's always so hard to design for that sometimes. Well, we're on our way. Yes. And unfortunately, the forest fire up here did not kill the biters. And we got flight. I think next up, let's do, well, we could do concrete. Would be nice to have that. Electric accumulators though, gotta have that, no doubt. Die, trees! Dude, these things suck. Alright, I'm just gonna leave my car here. The truck. Alright, fuckers. Y'all suck. That's right. Die. Die like your precious forests. Alright, well that takes care of them. Like I said, there's a small base over here and over here that would be really nice to get. Shows like a little fire. And then like there's some fringe stuff here, but nothing bad. Oh, and then right there. Okay, on to automating now that we've taken care of the combat portion. I say let's do, we really wanted, I really do want to move on to, man, flamethrowers just look so good. Look at that. 90 plus 18 a second from fire? That's the area of effect damage. Wow. That is really good. And what about lasers? It's 20. So we could use oil as our main defense mechanism, which does sound kind of cool. Oh man, just the imagery of biters running into a bunch of flames really does appeal to me, and we saw how effective it is towards them. But we need 3 different types of oil? Or does it mean they take 3 different types of fuel? That's the part I'm not sure about. But we know forever the laser turret is going to probably be the better bet since, you know, it is forever. It only takes energy, which we can produce a lot of. So yeah, let's do laser turrets. So to automate them, what we need is batteries. Now batteries, they're made in the plant here, which takes sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is made with sulfur, iron plates, and water. Sulfur is made with water and petroleum gas. So we have 1, 2, and then 3 different processes just for batteries. Now, do they need any advanced circuits? Advanced circuits take plastic bars take petroleum as well, and coal. Okay. So we're going to want a pretty sizable factory for this, for our oil process. And we're going to want to dedicate some resources just for that. Just, you know, making a bunch of steel and everything else. I mean, this steel is pretty much just for our own personal factories, which might be a little bit overkill. But that's okay. I mean, it's small. It'll last pretty much forever. I say we build a new factory with everything we need down below. This is our science factory, so anything science factory related, we're going to just keep building on up here. And we'll make new steel for it and everything. Because the science 3 packs will just go right up here. So yeah, I'd say let's expand our gun turrets just a little bit, and we're going to use this nice open space for the really big stuff, like, because oil factories and everything related just get enormous. So let's start the expansion. Nice, this will be pretty good. Sounds like a fucking machine gun of crap, like an old Atari game. Okay, so it looks like we are full up on petroleum. So we're gonna have to start using this shit. Alright, just in time, too. We have pretty much completed the expansion plans now. Let's just go ahead and move our guns. Alright, electric energy accumulators are finished. Alright, I think, yeah, we can get solar energy if you'd like, which is a little bit of free energy. It's not bad. It's pretty easy to produce. We can just have entire fields of solar. But I think we should just rely on coal and uranium. And then, yeah, I'm going to get concrete, actually. Alright, we have some electricity, some lights, and then now I'm just arming the turrets. Not being stingy with that ammo either. Putting 50 clips into each of these suckers. I mean, they have enough to blow away those biters for days. Well, I gotta say this, as I'm building my new base, since I destroyed all those biter bases, they really haven't attacked at all. Taught them a lesson. Alright, so let's get started. Battery time. So, we need to start with water and petroleum gas. Alright, got concrete. Damn, nuclear power is expensive. 1,000. Of everything, even science factories. Oh, we can get robotics. Well, let's do robotics. Looks like I fucked up again. I was like, why is there no iron ore on this iron plates on like my personal factory belts? And then I come down here, I trace it all the way back, and I'm like, oh, the coal got doubled onto here. Shit. And it's gonna fuck up the copper as well. So we need to fix this. This is a lot of fucking coal stuck on here. Crap. Alright, I think I figured out how to fix this. We'll just go like that, and there we go. All on one side. Alright, so here's the fix for good old copper. We'll just run that up real quick. Yeah. And then I think I figured out the fix for the iron. It's pretty easy. And here we go. So we'll just have you merge like this on this side. And iron on this side. That's it. Whew. Okay. Fixed my mistakes here. And again, left with a shitload of coal. Usually I don't regret having this much coal on hand because sometimes the boilers will need a fuck ton of coal. So, got robotics. Sweet. Alright. So now we can get construction robotics. Oh, this is going to make things a lot faster for us. Alright, so let's research that. Alright, we got construction robotics. Sweet. So, let's see here. Oh, personal roboport would be awesome for our armor, but that's got to come later. So roboports are expensive for advanced circuits, but everything else is not so bad. And then construction robots, we just got to get the flying robot frame. We got the good old storage chests and the provider chests. But we don't have access to requester chests just yet, it looks like. Is that... okay, this is just all different modules for personal roboports. Oh, that comes with logistics robots. They're a flexible alternative to transport belts. They transport items between special logistics chests. Here we go, storage chest and provider. And then this is also needed for the roboport, it looks like. So let's grab that. Ghost rail planning. Thanks. I just researched robots. Alright. Well, as with anything, this is going to be pretty much our chemical factory. Everything we need from like sulfur to plastic bars to sulfuric acid, it's all going to be produced en masse down here. We're going to start the specialization where we're going to build up big factories that are really good, you know, from ground scale all the way up to their finished product at just producing a lot of their, you know, one product that we're going to need. So, let's get started on that. Like I was saying, the first thing we're going to need for the battery is, of course, the sulfur. So for that we need water, petroleum. So we got the pumps. Let's start with that. And let's start with 2 plants for this. That should be good. Alright, so there's water. Now let's get petroleum. Alright, so here we go. We got the petroleum and the water hooked up. Now we just need some power, which we should just be able to stretch over a little thing. Like so. There we go. So they're making tons of sulfur for us. Seems like it's pretty fast too, so that should eat up a lot of our petroleum. So the next thing is we're going to want to go ahead and build a sulfuric acid chemical plant. I think the only other thing that needs sulfur is explosives. But let me double check. Yeah, I believe that's it for sulfur. And explosives is used in quite a bit of other stuff, especially military applications. Plastic bar. Yeah, plastic bar just uses petroleum, so that's good. So I think we just can focus on sulfuric acid. Cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and put down the sulfuric acid plants. And actually, let's move that. And we'll put those right here. Sulfuric acid, and then some fast inserters should do. There we go. And then the big pole. There we go. Now for these we're going to need water and iron plates. And I believe what we should be able to do is connect the water straight through. No. Really? It can't do that, huh? Damn. I thought for sure water could go straight through. Alright, we did get logistic robots here, so nice. That is awesome. Those are so helpful. Alright, well we will need a fluid wagon, you know, for transferring oil, so let's grab that. Alright, so I decided to move these, just to make this a little bit easier. And this should be pretty good. This will allow a lot of flexibility for movement still, because pipes, man, you just can't move around them sometimes. Alright, here we go. I think this will be a good final design. Now we just need good old power cabling. And there we go. We have a power pump, and then here will be our sulfuric acid storage units. And I probably need to keep on building a little more here. Now, each of these do contain like 100. So, need to expand this though. These, probably not so much, but petroleum, I think we'll be okay. That's enough storage for right now, for what we need. That's enough buffer. Oh, right, one last thing. We need plates down here. So for that, let's bring down a few iron plates from up here. We're also going to need coal down here as well for petroleum. So you know what? I think I'm going to start a whole separate supply line down here like I was talking about earlier. Let's start with 3, just for right now. We'll start with 3 coal miners. I need to blow away this forest because I want to bring everything down and around rather than through. There's just too much congestion right here. I need to kind of optimize some traffic soon. But let's blow up the forest. Bye, forest. 2 grenades makes everything better. Oops. Love this. This is so easy. Alright, so that should bring everything where we need it. Let's bring the coal down here and then the iron through here as well. The Great Northern or Southern Iron Passage. Alright, so that's coal. Let's get iron set up. And I'm going to do the same 3. I don't think we need more than that. Well, actually, wait. If we're going to be doing engines and whatnot down there, do we need steel? We need some steel. And then some lubricant, and then iron and copper. So we need copper as well down there. Let's get it going. So I'm gonna do 4 iron. That way we have some for steel and some for iron. We don't need a ton probably for this. We'll do 5. That'll be good. Change my mind on the location. I'm gonna start eating away at the edges. So I'm going to set up here. There we go, 5. Got the fluid wagon. So let's go ahead and start grabbing the character logistics slots. That allow us to request items from our logistics network to our personal inventory. I love that you can do this, where you can cross like a little island of land right there. Now, the landfill would be nice, just for getting across some of the water in situations like this. Alright, so here's our iron belt. And then the last thing we need is copper. Which copper, I think, will just run in tandem with the coal line we just built. And just got character logistics 1. Alright, let's do trash. That way our robots just carry away stuff we don't want. And I think for this one we're just going to do, well, let's take a quick look, actually. These require 4 copper cables, so this is where we're going to start to see a huge need for copper. So, what we'll do is build, we'll start with 4. Hopefully that should satisfy it for the meantime. And then, yeah, we'll just build 4 like this. There we go. Alright, so here's our 3 resource lines. Now here we're going to set up our processing again for just our chemical plants. This will be like our steel, our iron, and copper plates. But we kind of run out of time for today. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We accomplished a hell of a lot. And I'll talk to you on the next one.